Hey all, just a video contributing to the conversation around the 288 that everyone's having at the moment. I watched that impromptu summit earlier and it kind of inspired me to get the camera out because a comment that Adam had made about detuning was very similar to a patch that I came up with last night, but I was thinking about it more in terms of a chorus. My cluster flux is dead at the moment and I'm kind of missing it. I wondered if I could get something similar out of this thing because, of course, the cluster flux is, let's call it an expanded chorus. There's a lot that it shares with delay, and it's really helped me learn about what a chorus really is. So this is the patch. And essentially what I've got going on here is an oscillator through a VCA into input 1. We're in short cycle. This is centered. This is on all sounds. And I've got the switch flipped over to time. The time here is all the way to the left and it's being modulated just slightly by a fluctuating random voltage, and you can actually hear that zippering or clicking artifact that the guys are talking about in the summit video, and I gotta agree, I kind of like it. It's that high tick every time you hear it change pitch. And the output is dry, but then we've got a doubled version of it going into a different VCA and then back into a second input here to provide some feedback, giving that ringing tone. And I'll just play with the oscillator a little bit so you can hear perhaps what the delay is doing and what sort of tones are coming from this. This is just another patch idea exploring chorus using the 288. This time I'm going for a kind of stereo effect. So there's an output direct from the oscillator, still on time mode, still on all sounds, rough, low, mediums, setting on all the faders here. And then outputs A and B are going into hard, left and right pan. Just using the preset B. This is straight out of the box. I haven't messed around with any of the dip switches on the back or anything. And listening to this, you already get this wonderful stereo spread from a mono source. And then when you start modulating this, even by hand, you get all these lovely jumps. And putting a bit of drift on that. Another fun thing I've been doing to keep the stereo spread somewhat glued to the source material is using the mod oscillator output as a source, which you can hear here. Anyway, lots of fun to be had.